A 5-cylinder engine is an odd duck in the modern automotive world, so why put it under the hood of a sophisticated sports car like the 2018 Audi TT RS? We're posing this question to an engineer when a loud, guttural sound interrupts the conversation. A TT RS blasts by, growling and percolating as it shoots down the front straight of the historic Circuito del Jarama in Spain. Oh, that's why. The RS treatment brings the sound and the fury to the TT, transforming a cute, sporty little car into a sports car with metal. With 400 horsepower channeled to all four wheels, a stiffer suspension, and styling flourishes like organic LED taillights, the RS makes for a big-time upgrade over the 292 horsepower TTS and the mild-mannered 220 horsepower TT. Who wants a 4-cylinder, anyway? We're considering the 5 pots potential as we mash the throttle and explode onto Jarama, an old Formula 1 course that still looks ready to host top-level racing. There's a couple of long straights and lots of curves and elevation changes. Sure, it's a bit trite to praise a sports car after a few laps in a controlled setting, but the TT RS has legit performance chops. The engine sounds just as good inside the car as it does to spectators, and it's more satisfying since we're the ones provoking the 5 cylinders to anger as we approach triple-digit speed. It's all real, too. There's no pumped-in sound or fake flatulent exhaust. It's the unadulterated sound of the engine. We didn't change it, says Philip Haid, Audi Technical Project Manager for Powertrain. Speaking trackside through an interpreter, he admits the exhaust system adds resonance but also filters out other noises to produce a clean engine note. Trust us, you'll want to tune in. The 5-cylinder is not a glorified sound check. It's a new engine developed for Audi's smaller performance cars, though the TT RS is the only one confirmed for the United States. The 2.5-liter mill uses aluminum for its block and crankcase and magnesium for the oil sump. This all results in a 57-pound weight loss compared with the old 5-cylinder, which was last sold in the US market in the previous generation TT RS for the 2012-13 model years. That car was brought to the States after a Facebook campaign. This time there was no doubt Americans have an appetite for the hottest TT. A non-enthusiast will wonder, why the fuss over a 5-cylinder engine? To Audi and its band of loyal followers, it's a defining element of performance. Audi introduced the first modern gasoline-powered 5-cylinder in 1976 and effectively used it in World Rally competition and at Pikes Peak. It honed the design, adding carburetors, creating a diesel version, and then bolting on turbochargers. The engine in the TT RS is the culmination of 40 years of know-how in a segment the rest of the industry largely ignores. The new model uses a single turbo developed with Borg-Warner and has direct and manifold injection. Geeked out enough yet? The cylinders fire in the order of 1,2, 4, 5, 3. Tech specs can blur and history means nothing if there isn't modern execution. The new engine will be rated at 400 horsepower in the US, Audi officials say, and it's expected to produce 354 pound-feet of torque, making for a 3.7-second sprint to 62 miles per hour. We tried launch control at Jarama, and that time feels realistic, even conservative. We push a few buttons. Clamp our left foot on the brake, put the throttle to the floor and let go of the brake at 3,500 revolutions per minute. Next thing we know we're at the other end of the straightaway without any tire slippage or chirping. It's a hell of a good time, with almost no practical application, though that hasn't stopped every company from loading up its sports cars with features like this. Launch control adds to the aura of the TT RS. It's hugely powerful, has quattro all-wheel drive, and stays planted on the track almost regardless of what we do. The chassis is taut and buttoned down. We can slide the car slightly, but that's just for fun. When our lines get sloppy we drop the hammer and blast toward our next apex. It's crude, but effective,